Hello and welcome. It is Sunday, January the 8th, and this is the Greenbrier Valley Church of the Nazarene with your daily devotion. Today we are reading from the book of Hebrews, chapter 6, verses 13 through 20. Here's the word of the Lord. When God made his promise to Abraham, since there was no one greater for him to swear by, he swore by himself, saying, I will surely bless you and give you many descendants. And so, after waiting patiently, Abraham received what was promised. People swear by someone greater than themselves, and the oath confirms what is said and puts an end to all argument. Because God wanted to make the unchanging nature of his purpose very clear to the heirs of what was promised, he confirmed it with an oath. God did this so that by two unchangeable things in which it is impossible for God to lie, we who have fled to take hold of the hope set before us may be greatly encouraged. We have this hope as an anchor for the soul, firm and secure. It enters the inner sanctuary behind the curtain, where our forerunner, Jesus, has entered on our behalf. He has become a high priest forever in the order of Melchizedek. And that is the word of the Lord. The article today is titled Promises Kept by Tiana Sundberg. Here's what Tiana writes. When I need to be reminded of God's faithfulness to me, I look at Genesis 15. God promises Abraham something that God cannot possibly produce, and then seals the promise by walking between the halves of a heifer, a goat, and a ram. The covenant of walking between the halves sacrifice meant that if one partner failed to keep the oath, he was committing himself to be cut into two pieces. God's actions here made it clear communications to Abraham. The writer of Hebrews wants to remind us of the anchor and hope we have and uses the Genesis story to do so. If there is one sure thing in a world in which we experience significant vulnerability, it is that God always keeps the promises he makes to us. We find those promises in Scripture, and we find them fulfilled in the birth, death, and resurrection of Jesus. What assurances does your faith need today? Where do you feel vulnerable? Take a moment to immerse yourself in the story of Abraham in Genesis 15. The same God who walked the path for Abraham walks it for you. You have hope. You have an anchor. His name is Jesus. The hymn is My Anchor Holds by Johnson Oatman Jr. I am peaceful, for I know, wildly though the winds may blow, I have an anchor safe and sure that can evermore endure. And from the book of Jeremiah, chapter 31, verse 11. For the Lord will deliver Jacob and redeem them from the hands of those stronger than they. And this is your daily devotion for Sunday, January the 8th. Have a blessed day.